Okay, so this is a movie about how I feel about Matt Williams chasing me across the street in a meth rage. The tendency to not escalate things, to try to de-escalate someone, keep it out of the hair of the police, and just let people go about their psychosis and get to a better place. I feel completely guilty because when Matt Williams charged at me across the street in front of Hurricane Ron's, he was red-faced, psychotic, he was scaring children, and I was merely trying to offer him some heavenly hunks, natural oatmeal chunk food that's so yummy, little like chocolate chip type things, as a like, hey, get distracted from your meltdown you're having right now. Please stop scaring everybody. Are you okay? But I had never seen him before that rageful. So when he chased me across the crosswalk, I shouted at him, I'm not afraid of you, Matt, but I'm going to stand over here because of how elevated he was, like giving him a lot of space because he was very rageful, charged at me, red-faced, and obviously amped up on meth. So come to find out, he pushed me down. I said to Hurricane Ron's dude, I basically did a pantomime of a hand signal of did you call, meaning did you call the police, and he shook his head, and I hadn't had time to. And then it was as if Hurricane Ron and I were like in an agreement that, well, okay, maybe he'll just like chill out. So I then later found Corey Quint and Vanessa Parisian, and I was like, whoa, Matt's psychotic. I just tried to give him these cookie things, and he like charged at me, and he's all amped up and red-faced. And we knew he was up turning all the garbage bins all over town, just making huge messes and being all psychotic and slovenly. Punding is the term for what he was doing, meth side effects wise. And then he went on to punch Sierra in the face, knocking out her tooth. And I feel guilty for not calling in on him that he would later take his rage. And when he was raging at me, he said, oh, we've got to drive Jules out of town. And I didn't appreciate the fact that he was obsessing on a woman who's lived here much longer than him about driving her out of town. She's a strong woman. She's Finnish. And if he can't handle strong women, he needs to back down. So now he wants to testify for Corey Quint. And I had to process the fact that this man who essentially was an abusive person to me, chasing me at red-faced meth rage at me, when I'm doing my good Samaritan best to de-escalate him, now wants to listen to the gory details of Corey Quint putting his hand around my throat, etc. Okay? So Matt Williams, you are also an abuser. I have not made an official police report about your incident that came before your assault on Sierra. I did, however, talk with your Aaron Carlson about your assault on Sierra. I have talked to your probation agent about your assaults, including your continued verbal abuse, calling Sierra the C word when she goes down to filling empty bellies at Lifeboat services to get a meal from Ozark Iraq. Who's gone so far as to deny Sierra a week of meals because she had mold in her cake, to punish her for mentioning she had mold in her cake. So I don't want to discuss graphic, gory details with Matt present, but according to like witness procedure, he should be excluded. He may be listening in anyway, and so I've written the court to get a proper courtroom because I don't want to do a WebEx e-court. I would much rather have proper protocol and rules and a sheriff's deputy. And if Ozark wants to come and listen in on it, don't do it from the Lifeboat computer because that's degrading to put your nonprofit on the line as a supporter of meth raging and psychotic abuse and men who put their hands around women's throats and or who verbally abuse them or assault them. So that was pretty shocking too. So there was like a double whammy of creepy abusiveness when I heard Ozark's voice on the Lifeboat computer with these two different perpetrators. And I don't view Matt as like a super perpetrator on me. He's never choked. He's never like punched me. However, he has abundantly use the N-word, the C-word, and the B-word, much to my disgust and horror. And I don't care if you're from Detroit and you think you, as a, like in your position as a white man, have the right to say the N-word 5,000 times. And I've tried to de-escalate Matt when he's lit up, when he's doing his curse word stuff. He hasn't talked to me in a few days or a few months, and I'm chilling with that. That's a good side effect. And I think every perpetrator deserves a good defense. If he wants to be Corey Quint's little jailhouse lawyer, he's going to have to answer for his own behavior to me, because that adds an additional amount of trauma. He is not a neutral party. He is an additional abuser of women, perpetuator of misogyny, who gets preferential treatment from Ozark Iraq and Lifeboat services, where they believe perpetrators and exclude women.